Hi, Dr. Brian here on Wednesday. If we asked you what your goal was, would you be able to define it clearly? It's pretty important, this is a universal truth, that unless you have a clear idea of what your goal is and you've arguably made it something important, so you've written it down, you've created some certainty around it, only then can you begin to work towards it. If you haven't made it concrete and given it some reality, then it's unlikely you'll achieve it. So no matter what part of your health you have a goal around, you need to make it real for you, and one of the ways we do that is to actually write it down, because in the process of writing it down you have to think about it, and thoughts turn to things. So if we don't think about it clearly, give it some concrete nature in terms of describing it to yourself, then it's unlikely you'll achieve it at the level you might hope to achieve it. It becomes an idea or a wish rather than a goal and something you can actually strive toward, because achieving a goal is about input and actions on a daily basis. Now, what I see when I'm looking after people is that quite often, unless they have a clear idea of what they want to achieve, and we're part of that, we have to help them understand what they can achieve and what the process is. When we describe that and we actually work together, that's when we can set out a pathway that'll help them to get from where they are to where they want to be. And that's really important. Without that, it becomes vague, and often we then lose momentum. We don't carry on with the input, and unsurprisingly, we don't achieve the goal. So, really important to get clear about what the goal is, set up a course of action, and then do steps on a daily basis that get you there. So if we were to look after you, that would be a matter of sort of setting up an appointment schedule, setting up an activity and support activity schedule, and those things, when they're put together, have a synergistic effect where you get more out of each of them than if you did them independently and without much focus and direction. Because when you have the goal and you know what the steps are, you're much more likely to stick to taking the steps if you know what you want to achieve and you've got a clear idea of where you're going. So this is less of a strong information session, but it is foundational to helping you achieve a goal. You have to have a goal, write it down, look at it regularly so you remember where you're going, and then take steps every day to help you get there. My role as a coach and leader is to help you set the goal that's realistic, knowing where your body is, help you with a time frame and a schedule to get there, and then work together to achieve that. And magically, quite often, we overshoot the target because we realize the body will respond with great feedback. And when you hold that idea with clarity and certainty, we've actually got every cell in your body working with us, because the cells are responding to what you want as much as your actions. And that's an interesting thought for another day. You have a great week. I'm enjoying mine, so I trust you enjoy yours. All the best.